Guys, it's week one, NFL Sunday. This is Warren Sharp. You can follow me on Twitter at SharpFootball. Talking with Bill Krackenberger. You can follow him on Twitter at Bill Krackman. We do this every single Sunday. We record one of our calls and share it with you guys. So let's dig into it. Kind of the sharpest of the sharp information that you're going to get. It's going to be rare to talk with a guy like Bill, who I've worked with professionally for a long time now, but we've been recording these, and you're not going to be able to talk to anybody as sharp as he is on game day like this. So definitely happy to have you back for another year. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning. Just walked into a local casino, and one of my fellow writers that I've never met before, but I love his old-time stories in gaming today, Richard Saber. He just walked up to me and said, "Hey, man, I take your three-teamer. Congratulations." And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? And he said, "Oh, you give out three teams in the magazine." I said, "Yeah, but Rich, they're straight bets." I mean, "No, I put them in a parlay, man." I mean, you know, he's an older guy. He's a great guy. I love him, the old school guy. But, like, I can't explain it to you. We're looking to do straight bets when I play. I very rarely play parlays unless it's an antiquated number hanging or the parlay cards, which I try to steal, which I'm actually at a local casino here over at Stations. No huge buzz in here today. I'm surprised. I can walk right up to the counter right now at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 my time, and go right to the counter compared to like Caesars, which I was at last year opening day. It was absolutely packed. So so it's really a unusual thing here. But then again, maybe the nighttime bettors, the guys at night, the guys that bet late last night and laid all the wood on these games, because the late games, all the dogs covered, and so maybe they don't have no money for the morning time, which could happen. You know, people love to try to get out on Saturday night on late games, and it's definitely not a recommended method, of course. Only bet the games you like. No, they'll never force a game, especially with the NFL. We're talking about NFL today, especially NFL. Never force games. NFL is it's the toughest sport to beat. You're the only one that beats it. You're the reason why I even bet NFL, probably. Up until meeting you, I would bet peanuts on NFL. I've had a couple parlay cards with some antiquated lines, but besides that, your totals are the ones I wait for. And I like a teaser you said today, Baltimore and Miami. So you're bringing Baltimore down from 7.5, going for the key numbers of 7 and going to the key number of 3, bringing it under 3. And Miami, it moved a little bit. It was probably the sharper side. Miami, I'm seeing pick'em. Even here in town, I'm seeing +1 at 2 spots. But there's pick'ems and even -1 on a couple spots offshore. So it depends if you have to bet a 6 or 7 point teaser. But Miami as a home team getting 7 points, 7.5 points, or 8 points if you can. I've seen Cantor as a 1. It's not a bad bet, but and you got to make sure you check your teaser rules. Make sure ties don't lose. So that's a big thing that books are trying to get away with too. You know, they're trying to say teaser, you have to have both legs win. If your tie loses, ties lose. So you have to make sure you check your odds on teasers. And like I said, I know everyone's excited. It's the first week of NFL. It's not the proper strategy to get all pumped up to bet an NFL game where the proof's in the pudding. I walked up to a sports book last night. I was betting $3,000 on a game. That's why I'm here to catch my tickets. I bet I give me the max bet on 2 games here. And they said, "Oh, it's $3,000. Well, on an NFL game, they'd probably give me $20,000 today. That's how hard it is to beat the NFL. They know it. You should know it. You just got to go by what Warren says. Warren definitely is the king of the NFL totals, and he beats the NFL every year. So I hate to sound like I'm doing a huge plug for you, but I mean, I'll have a little bit of NFL stuff, what I do, but it's just you're the guy in the NFL. I am going to post my parlay cards on my Twitter, though, today. So I am going to post at Bill Krackman with a K. I'm going to post some parlay cards. If you can get away with them, they're definitely worth stealing. So, but
tell the people why parlay cards are good.
Well, I mean, let's look at my card in front of me. It's the half-point parlay card. Giants, Jaguars. The total on the card's 43.5, and the total's like 42.5. That's not really a good example. Let's look at the top one. The Browns, Pittsburgh, 44.5. The line's 41. Now, this may be off the cards, this particular one, because it moves so much. But a lot of times you can catch this stuff game day when it's moving. They have no choice. They really can't take them off the cards. People want to play. People want to bet. So you want to bet the older, antiquated lines. These cards are put out on Thursdays, and now it's Sunday. So 3 days, the sharp guys were ironing out the lines. You want to look at the key numbers, too. You want to look at, like, the 47.5 that are now 46, the 4.5 that are now, 3. So you want to look at the key numbers, and you just want to parlay. And when I say parlay, I do 3 teams. I like to get 3 teams. I like to get 6.5. You have to check the back of the card. 6.5 for 1. Local casinos aren't going to rob you there. So 6.5 for 1. And I do 3 teamers. And this is like a big secret in the industry too. People are going to get upset probably when I'm talking about it, but listen, it's good for low rollers. If I go to put $25 down and bet a card, they're not going to say nothing. A place like William Hill, if you put $10 down and you bet these three teams that are antiquated lines, they're looking to call Metro Police Department. They're unbelievable. They're scared to death. So it's just a good thing to do. I'm going to post a couple on my Twitter, and like I said, it's a good. You can get it's strong as morphine if you can get three teams through key numbers that have been ironed out earlier in the week. I'm sorry, that have been ironed out now by Sunday, and the lines are up from early in the week. You can put three of them together, very strong. It's worth much less than 6.5 for one.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So is there anything else that catches your eye so far today in the NFL? I know you like to sometimes you'll take a little bit slower pace of play in the season to see how things go, but sometimes there are spots to capitalize week one. Anything that really jumped out to you this week?
I bet, listen, Warren, I think you know me. I bet like a dime or 2 dimes on the Bears. I think I bet 2 dimes. 2 dimes on the Bears plus 8. There's college games where I'll bet 10 times that much. Honestly,
yep.
I bet a small percentage of my bankroll. When you say you're ready to go on something, I fire. When you have a release, that's what I wait for. I wait for your system to kick in, which is usually week 3 or 4, and that's really it. That's it from Vegas this week.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll have Crack back every single week, giving you guys some good information and insight into games right before the kickoff on Sunday morning.
Thanks
for
guys.
joining us again.
You got it.
Take care.